Hello, my beautiful, soulful art babes. It's Alexis Verday, and thank you for returning to my channel. So this video is basically about this new technique that I'm using for manifesting, and what it is basically writing down affirmations that resonate with myself, and then getting a voice recorder, recording all of the affirmations, and whether I do as many affirmations as I can possibly think for myself, and not simply, these affirmations are also they're like I am statements, but they're also like goals that I have for myself, and like just gratitude, and I'll go more into detail, but basically the idea behind it is that I record it all, and then I play it on a loop as I'm sleeping. And so, so I'll put it on maybe like 30 minutes before I even go to sleep, just as I'm, laying down at the end of my day, and then I'll once I wake up, I'll still like let it play as I'm just deep breathing and writing in my gratitude journal. It's still playing. And so the idea behind this is that I am programming my subconscious mind, and you want to program your subconscious mind because during the waking state, like during the day, we are consciously aware of things, but whenever we start thinking about something, or we drift off into a thought, or we're just not being as mindful as we could be in the moment, that's when the autopilot is taking control. That's the subconscious mind, which is going to take the wheel. And this subconscious entity is a accumulation of all the beliefs and the ideas that we have just collected throughout our entire history of living, since we were babies. Like everything that people have said to us that we've heard over and over and over again, because the subconscious mind works with repetition. That's the key here, is repetition. And that's why I say that I record these new affirmations and put them on loop. And what we're doing when we do this is basically it's kind of like overriding what's already there, because you don't want to let's use examples. So let's say one of our affirmations is that I am healthy and fit. And something that we've been programmed is maybe everyone in my family is just unhealthy and they have health problems, and it's common. So we're gonna have this idea, this belief that everyone in my family is just like a generational thing. Like everyone's just kind of has health problems and doesn't eat the best. So I'm gonna have that. You don't want to focus on, because if you're trying to change that, because first of all, we have to be aware of it and know that we can change it. We know that we have control over our lives. So we don't want to take that fact and be we don't want to start focusing on all the unhealthy stuff and all the, everything that proves this thing true. You want to not fix, but you want to change this thought process that's manifesting in your life, and causing you to, you don't even know why, but you're I'm hungry, let me just go to Jack in the Box. It's you're not even really thinking about it, because it's the subconscious. Instead of focusing on dang, I wish I didn't always eat junk food, or I wish, there wasn't so much fast food everywhere, and in my refrigerator there's nothing health, or there's only bad stuff. You don't want to focus on that. You want to focus on well, if I was fit, I would be going to the gym, and I would be walking more, and I would be, I have this bike in the garage, I would be using my bike more, and who's around me, are there healthy people around me? You just want to start thinking you want to start having affirmations I am healthy and I am fit and I love exercising, even if it's not what you do, but even if you don't really like exercising, if you tell yourself I enjoy exercise because I know the benefits that it's going to grant me, and just start speaking more life-giving words in general. You want to focus on those life-giving words as opposed to the thing that is causing you internal issues. And so just take that example and add it to literally anything. I know for me personally, I need a little bit more focus when it comes to certain projects, because I'll jump from painting to DJing to producing music to singing to rapping to writing to traveling and to making videos, all this different. I'll just jump from thing to thing, and I know I need to hone in on one and focus on one and just execute, So knowing that, I'm not going to focus on like being distracted or any of that or any of those words. Like, I don't even want to speak it. You feel me? Like, I'm going to start thinking more so on like focus and discipline and commitment and dedication and like really just focusing on those words. And so, for example, like when I watch YouTube videos, because I listen to like, if you're watching me, you also probably watch other women that or other men that talk about this same kind of stuff. And like, as I'm watching those kind of videos, I don't just like I don't know about y'all, but and that's another thing with what has to do with like self-awareness is you have to know how you learn. I don't just learn by just hearing and just watching a person speak. Like, you know, like I just graduated college and everything, but like I would be taking so many notes, or like if there's a PowerPoint to go with it, I'll always go back to the PowerPoint because I have to have a physical, and also if there's an activity with it, that would help me too, like a lot. So I have to jot down as I'm listening. I'll also be writing down like, oh, okay, and I'll be making statements that these people are saying into affirmations. Like, I watched a few videos today, and I basically just searched like mistakes I made in my 20s or things or lessons that I've learned in my 20s, and everything that they would say, like I would. Like one woman was talking about her credit. So if she's talking about a lesson that she learned in credit and how she didn't have good credit, my affirmation is I have amazing, excellent credit in the 800s. I'll just kind of read a few. I take care of my finances. I am honest and truthful. I am reliable and dependable. My character is God-centered. I am confident about myself. I love who I am. I know wisdom is better than silver and gold. Like, I express daily gratitude. God helps me elevate and mature where necessary. Like, just all these affirmations. And I just kept going and just pouring them and pouring them and pouring them out. And honestly, it gets easier. Like, the more that this stuff, because this stuff is already in my subconscious mind, honestly. And this is just me, like, continuing to water my plants, you know? Like, because if I start focusing on anything that's the opposite, you know, that's just going to override all over again. And I feel like I'm only at the beginning of my journey, so I feel it's okay for me to just, you know, let that stuff sink in all the way. So that's why I continue to do this. And so the even most powerful thing that I haven't really been doing before, but I'm sure you've heard of like the affirmations that are on YouTube already that are like this man and he's like, I am wonderful. I am powerful. You know, like this just random guy's voice, you know, and no shade to those at all because those are very powerful, and I've spent weeks and weeks and weeks listening to those, and they've helped me tremendously as I sleep because I start to dream about it. And you know, when you're dreaming, that's when your subconscious mind is it's a fertile ground. So because when you're conscious, like, yeah, you just don't really learn as good. That's why, like, they say when you learn something, you want to sleep, like, a long time. Because it really allows it to, like, marinate into your soul, into your being. And then when you are daydreaming or, you know, it's just basically, it's kind of the same concept. If you're also, like, getting into financially savvy stuff, it's the same concept of having your money work for you. You know, having passive income. Like, you're not actively working towards making money, but you've set stuff up. You've planted these seeds so that these streams of income to where money is just flowing to you anyway, even without you thinking about it. You know, like, you don't want to have to constantly think, like, oh, let me make sure I'm thinking healthy thoughts. Think healthy thoughts, you know, like, because you want to just have your subconscious mind automatically knowing that you're healthy and fit. So that even when you aren't paying attention, that's still keeping you on track. And I'm sure that this is registering, and I'm happy. So yeah, so what I did this before. I did this, like I said, 3 days ago. And I just played it on loop. And if you have an iPhone, you're going to have to download this app. I think it's called VCH. Yeah, it's called VCH. And it's like, there's like a little orange cone. And then, because I recorded it on this voice memo. And so you can't play it on loop with voice memo. So you have to get this app. But once you get the app, you'll be fine. And I just play it while I'm sleeping. And the past 3 days, like, I've already had dreams. Like, I think 2 nights ago, I had a dream that there was this girl from, like, my high school, and she was telling me a story about, like, literally what was coming out of her mouth was the affirmation. But I remember it vividly. I was just sitting down with her, and she was, like, speaking it to me. So that just goes to show how, like, And that's beautiful. Like, even though it wasn't me saying it in my dream, I think it's something powerful about, even, like, let's just consider that situation. Even having friends around you that are speaking the same, you know, it's like when your friends is like, you know what, girl, like, I'm trying to get in the gym more, and you're thinking the exact same thing, and she's like, yeah, and you know, I'm not about to take no more mess, like, I'm about to raise my standards and all this stuff, and you don't even, she's just literally repeating, mimicking what you are already thinking, like, you know, when you have those friends that you're on the same wavelength. So anyway, that's what I've been doing. So I have like 1, 2, I'll just show y'all real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4 pages. Wait, no, I didn't count that right. But I have a lot of pages basically full of affirmations that after I make this video, or maybe later tonight before I go to sleep, because I'm going to go to sleep with these affirmations specifically. Because the other ones, the reason why I'm making another one is because I'm basically like seeing the power of it. So I want to be even more intentional, and I want to slow down how I was saying them, and just like, yeah, like I said, these are just more intentional, and they just align more with what I'm going for. So yeah, I recommend that y'all try it out, because like I said, these past 3 days have been very powerful. And coconut oil, and that's just 3 days. So I'm like, for sure I'm gonna do it for 21 days in a row with these affirmations. And this is just the cleaned up version of the first one. So yeah, like, just let me know how that works for y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Got my little hat on. Subscribe. I hope y'all enjoy this video. Got my hair cut, you know. Alright, y'all, bye.